Hey ladies and gentlemen, missed me? I sure did miss you. I'm Ola Yankova, a senior teacher in Green Forest, and I'm here for our monthly class. Today we're going to talk about subject questions. This lesson is provided to you by Green Forest and our interactive platform. It will take you about 30 minutes. Find the link below and open the lesson in a new tab. Then continue watching this video and follow my instructions. By the way, have you subscribed to our channel yet? Make sure you do not to miss our next video lesson. Today, we're going to talk about subject questions, how to make them, and how they are different from object questions. Our lesson is for students with A1, B1 level of English. It will consist of a short grammar explanation with examples and 3 interactive tasks with keys. Each task we will complete during this class has 3 buttons at the end: check, show answers, reset. When you press check button, you will see if your answers are right or wrong. When you press show answers button, you will see the correct answers. Press it again and go back to your answers. When you press reset button, all your answers will disappear and you will be able to do the task once again. Now, ready, set, go. Before we look at this chart about questions to the subject, let me remind you the standard question structure in English. In affirmative sentences, the auxiliary verb and the main verb usually go after the subject. He likes bananas. We have met before. In order to form a question, I'll have to put an auxiliary verb before the subject. Does he like bananas? Have we met before? And in order to ask special questions, what, where, who, when, why, what kind, etc., we have to use the question word or phrase before the auxiliary verb. What does he like? Where did we meet before? And don't forget that in present and past simple, we have to put the main verb in its infinitive form. He likes, does he like? We met, did we meet? But in both of these questions, we know the doer of the action, aka the subject. He, we. And what if we don't know the subject? This is where we start looking at the chart below. Such questions called subject questions because they ask who or what the subject is. And these are 2 main question words that we use in subject questions. Who to ask about people, what to ask about animals and things. Typically, in a question, we put the auxiliary verb before the subject, but in this case, the question word is the subject, so it's impossible to do this in our subject questions. That's why we just use a traditional word order: subject, in our case who or what, plus verb. For example, who was that? What is going on? Who knows the answer? What happened? Pay attention. Who and what are always third-person singular, so we will choose the verb form that goes with he, she, it for such questions, even if the answer is plural. For example, who likes pizza? We all like pizza. What is going on? The kids are washing their toys. Who opened the window? The police officers did. Now, let's try together. The kids are watching YouTube. If we need to put a question to the subject, we will use who, because we talk about people. Then we use a third-person singular form for present continuous, is watching YouTube. So the question is, who is watching YouTube? Let's try one more. The letters have arrived. We'll choose what in this case, since we talk about things, and the auxiliary verb has for third-person singular. So the question is, what has arrived? Now, take a few minutes to look at the chart one more time and check out the examples in different tenses and with different structures. Got it? Let's go on to the practice then. Task 1. In this task, we have got 10 sentences, in each of which the subject is in bold. Please look at these sentences and make up questions to the subject. Remember that we don't use auxiliary verbs before the subject in such questions. For example, Alice is going to travel to France next month. The subject over here is Alice, so we will use the question word who and ask who is going to travel to France next month. You've got 9 more sentences and 7 minutes for the task. Once you're done, press check. Are you done? Great. Then let's check out sentence 3. Over here, the question is, who goes to the gym? Why goes and not go? You're totally right, because who is singular. So even if the answer that we know is plural, in a question to the subject, we will use the third person singular verb. For the same reason, we'll ask who is going to have 6 lessons in number 4. Ready to move on? Task 2 is waiting for us. Task 2. In this task, we've got 10 questions that are missing some words. Choose the correct option in each sentence. You've got 7 minutes for the task. Pay attention, not all questions here are a question to the subject. Once you're done, press check. In this task, I'd like you to look at number 6. Why is answer D correct? Because why is not a question to the subject. We've got the subject in this sentence. This is the reason we use a standard word order for questions. Auxiliary verb did goes before subject they plus verb without ed. The same goes for number 7. It's a general question, basically yes or no question, and not a question to the subject. That's why the auxiliary verb are goes before you. And we're ready for our final task for today. Task 3. Yet again, the last task is the trickiest one. Look at the sentences below and correct the mistakes in them. Pay attention, some sentences have got more than one mistake. Let's check out the example below. What your friend is doing now? Is this a question to the subject? No, because we've got the subject, your friend, in the sentence. It means we need a word order of a regular question. Is goes before your friend. What is your friend doing now? Okay, please continue on your own and don't forget that there are 2 sentences in number 1. You've got 7 minutes. Don't check at the end, please. Okay, so are there any questions without mistakes here? Actually, there is one. It's in number 6, the second part of it. Is it mom? Go ahead and press check now. See if you've got it all right. By the way, in this task, most questions are not the questions to the subject. So can you tell me which ones actually are? They are questions number 6, who is cooking? Number 7, what happened? And number 9, who knows? By the way, who knows is a great rhetorical phrase to use when you don't know the answer to the question or want to be vague. For example, hey, are you sure we can afford this car? Who knows? And that's it for today. Who has got this far? I hope you all have. I'm so proud of you guys. Remember that you can ask any additional questions in the comments below. Also, let us know if you liked this lesson or whether there are some other topics you'd like to discuss. Don't forget to check out all the previous lessons with your favorite Green Forest teacher, that is me, and of course like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button not to miss out on any other cool videos that we post here. This short lesson is just a small part of all the English knowledge you can get with our interactive course book, Notes by Green Forest, during online lessons in Green Forest School of English. You can find all the details in the comment pinned below. Thank you guys very much and see you next month.